Hi, this is Scott Geitler from Blue Water Photo, and today we're going to talk about the Nauticam D800 housing, a new, very nicely made housing for the awesome Nikon D800 camera. I've been diving with this housing quite a few times in the last week, and it's worked flawlessly. Really like it a lot. Let's take a look at it, at some of the key features. Here's a port. The port comes on and off very easily. Just push it on and voila, you're locked. All nice and easy. It has two handles. You can mount balls on the handle. You can also mount balls here if you want a focus light or a video light. There is no mounting point in the center. I personally do like to put my focus light in the center, but that's no big deal. You can put a focus light down here or on the side. Opening and closing the housing, it's very simple. You just unlock these two latches and open it up. Take a look at the inside of the housing. It's a little more complicated than other housings are. Nauticam, their philosophy is to move controls around wherever they think the ergonomics are going to be the best for an underwater photographer. As a result, the insides of the housing look a little different from some of the other housings. The camera is on a tray that's very well made and very secure in there. The tray goes on easily if you use a coin, and it has a lens release on here, so you can keep the camera in the housing and actually take the port off and release the lens. And also has, of course, a button to control the AFC switch for manual or continuous or single shot focusing. Let's put the camera back in here. Pretty easy to get it in there. Takes a little bit of lining up, and we're done. It's locked. Gonna put the back of the housing back on. Again, a little bit of finagling. Lock, and it's all good. We have two fiber optic connections with a screw-on type fiber optic cable, so they're not going to be coming off during your dive. And there's an optional bulkhead where you can put a sync cable if you want much faster shooting with your strobes. The controls are all done very nicely. You have controls for all the major functionality of the camera. I think they've implemented pretty much every single control other than the function button in the front. You can pop the flash up, you can bring the flash back down. The shutter is very nice. The controls for aperture and shutter speed work very nice. ISO and play are both very easily accessible from the handle. Those are the controls that you're going to use 90% of the time, and they work great. They work great for me on my dives. The video button is accessible right here from my thumb. When I'm diving, I have to reach up, drop for the video button, but it's no big deal. It still works very well. Again, the lens release button on the front is nice, and overall it's a really nice housing. The O-ring is very secure. They have some twists in the housing, so it takes an extra minute to work that O-ring in and get it in there, but once it's in, it feels very, very secure. So overall, I love shooting the D800. It's a great camera. You can watch my D800 camera video, which talks about the camera and the lens options for underwater. And I think this is a very solid choice for housing. And you should also check out my videos on the CNC and Icolite housing. CNC is also a very great housing, very well made, has some couple small pros and cons versus the Nauticam housing. And if you have further questions, please don't hesitate to call or email me at bluewaterphotostore.com, and thanks for watching the video.